going on? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to share with you guys the best strategy in Fortnite. This is the strat that me and all my friends have been using recently to win so many more games and to place top 10 almost every single game that we play. It is so easy, it is so good, and if you follow everything the way I'm about to tell you, you yourself and all your friends should be very, very successful. I want to give a huge shout out to my buddy Mike. He's the one that originally discovered and created this strat, and since playing this game so much, we've really built onto it and made it very, very, very successful. So again, follow everything that I'm about to say, do it in order, and you'll be fine. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to drop in at the big wooden house that's located behind the Wailing Woods. I like to call it Count Olaf's house from a series of unfortunate events just because it's tall and scary and kind of secluded. What's nice about this house is, first off, it's away from everything, so it's a very unpopular spot to go to. So there's that. You have the advantage of getting so much more so quickly and being far away from everyone else in the lobby. The next thing is that it's on the edge of the map, so you only have to watch one direction, and what's nice is that one direction has a giant hill in front of it, so people have to run all the way up the hill to come around, and again, it's just very, very useful. You're able to get in, get all your stuff, and get out before anyone even knows that that house is there. When you're coming down, when you're dropping into the house, there's a couple areas that you want to watch to make sure that other people aren't landing, or to pay attention to see if they are landing there, so that you can kind of alter your next our route, because we have multiple different routes with this strategy, but you want to know where the enemies are before you take these routes, because you don't want to put yourself in a position to die in the first couple minutes of the game. So when you're landing in at the big wooden house, you're actually going to see that there are two farmhouses. There's an ice cream truck and a farm, all on the left side of the house. If you're parachuting into the house, on the left side, there's all that stuff. There's an ice cream truck. To the right of the ice cream truck, there's a farm. And to the left of the ice cream truck, there's two farmhouses. We're going to hit every single one of these locations as long as it's clear. After we clean out the house behind the Wailing Woods, the big wooden house, that's our initial spot. If the circle moves towards us, that's going to be our home base. Reason being, it's on the edge of the map. It's in a really good spot, and there's already a very high structure built that we can add on to and make safe. So after we raid the big wooden house behind the Wailing Woods, we're going to move in on the ice cream truck. Now, the reason this is very cool is because the ice cream truck is up on a hill, which gives us a vantage point of the two farmhouses that we want to hit. So we're going to go up to the ice cream truck. What's nice is there's always a chest up there. Sometimes there's even two, and you're always going to get some sort of gun, something decent from that ice cream truck. Now, what you want to do is, after you hit the ice cream truck, you want to check down to the left of the two farmhouses. If it's appeared that no one has raided the farmhouses and that you didn't see anyone fall down to the farmhouses when you initially landed, take over the farmhouses first, because there's always chests, there's always a lot of good stuff going on in those two houses, and if you're able to hit those two and the big wooden house from the start, you're pretty much going to be set. You and your teammates, if you're playing by yourself, you're going to be really lucky that you got all that by yourself, but if you're playing with teammates, you're going to be so good to go, and you're going to be ready to take on people in the first 2 minutes of the game. If, however, it looks like people are already there and have already raided it, what you want to do is you want to go to the right, and like I said, to the right of the ice cream truck is a barn, and in that barn there's almost always a chest downstairs. If there's not a chest, there's either going to be some sort of weapon downstairs and upstairs, so raid that barn. If you're able to hit the two farmhouses that are there and no one has come in any direction that you have, you can turn around and go back to the barn. But the biggest issue that we always have is time. So if the storm circle is across the map, you're not going to have time to go all the way back to the barn and then run all the way back to the circle without losing health from the storm. So pay attention to time, move really, really quickly. I think maybe the biggest tip that I have for this beginning of the strat is to, if you're playing with teammates, if you have multiple people on your team and you're landing in, if you don't see anyone else in that location, you can actually split up and make it a lot quicker. So you can send one or two people to the original wooden house in the back. You can send two people to the two farmhouses, one person in the farmhouses, one person can land at the ice cream truck. You can really do it however you want. It'll make it so much quicker and more efficient. But be smart. If you guys see other people land, sometimes if I see people that land at Count Olaf's house or the giant wooden house in the back, I'll just go straight to the two farmhouses because I know there's going to be a lot of good stuff there, and I'll push my way back. Now, the biggest thing that we've learned recently about this strategy is that if the circle comes to us, we can pretty much guarantee a win by using Count Olaf's house to defend. What we've started doing is, if the circle continues to come closer to us, we'll slowly build onto the house. We don't want to waste all of our resources, but we'll slowly build onto the house, and if we see that it's coming toward the Wailing Woods, we'll build a big structure on top of Count Olaf's house, and what we'll do is we'll make a walkway. As you guys can see, there's a small hill that goes, it's straight to the right of Count Olaf's house if that's where you're flying in. And we'll create a small walkway that goes from the top of the Olaf house or our structure, whatever we build, that goes to that hill. And generally what happens is when it comes to our direction, the last spot is in the Wailing Woods, right? Like the final circle in that area is generally always around the woods there. So what we'll do is we'll actually build a ramp that leads, or a walkway that leads from our base there at Count Olaf's house to that hill, and that hill overlooks the entire Wailing Woods and gives us that upper hand, that advantage to be able to shoot down at people, and we can work our way down and have more structures and stuff. And what's nice is we don't have to move, right? If we see the circle coming, this is our main point of attack. We can already start building our base. But if the circle is out, however, then we kind of have to rotate and figure out how we're going to do it. Now, we don't have a full strategy because obviously this circle is not always in the same spot, but this is our base strategy. This is generally how we work it, and we found so much success by doing this. We're always able to get guns and get all the materials that we need very, very quickly in the game, and that's very crucial because, like I said in my last video, this game is so important to be quick. Like, it's so important to be quick in this game. You have to be quick. You want to loot and move, and I think that's probably one of the biggest tips that I can give for you. But this is the strategy. This is what we use to succeed so much, and we do so well doing it. This is something that we recently discovered, and I highly encourage that you guys try it, especially with your teammates or if you're playing with your friends. You'll do very, very well, and you'll win a lot more. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. I thought this was pretty cool. This is what's really worked for us, and hopefully it'll work for some of you guys. If you do happen to get in games with us, please don't use it against us, even though you wouldn't know if we're in your game or not. But I really hope it doesn't backfire. That's my biggest worry. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be the video. I hope you guys did enjoy this strategy for Fortnite Battle Royale. It's very, very good. Let me know in the comment section if you guys have any more strategies. I feel like I want to play different types of ways and try to find different strategies that work instead of just one, because then people start using the same one and it gets old and you got to find something new. So I'm hopefully going to make more videos where I share with you guys some of the best strategies that you can use to do well for each location. But for now, this is the best one that we found, and again, I hope it works well for you guys. Leave comments. Let me know if you have any more advice, any more tips, anything that I can do better that anyone else might need if they want to try out the strategy. But again, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Can we be friends?